This is General Foods, and this is DJ Readman with Radio Variety Show on the station. We'll get it up.
What's he doing? He's trying to
That's Jonny Cooke. Oh, nice. His brother, is it?
Brother and Diggs.
There you go. Upcoming producer and DJ. Yeah. I'm Jonny Cooke, and we'll be doing loads of stuff the next few hours, and a bit of vlogging, and hopefully, as well as performance on this very camera, interview as well. There you go.
It's got a mind of its own. We're running around with it when it's turning.
Yeah. So, over to you, sir. Do you want to play a first acoustic?
Yeah, it's a song I wrote. It's not on the album, but it's a song called All In All. It's just a little acoustic track. Here we go.
On Musical Radio.
Catch a star, call it your name. Take your pills in the pouring rain. Close your eyes so you can't see. Close the door on reality. Share your thoughts drifting away. Save your money for a rainy day. Teach the lovers how to fight. Keep your feelings locked up tight. And all in what we see. All in all, you and me. All in what we see. All in all, you and me. Catch a star, call it your name. Take your pills in the pouring rain. Close your eyes and drift on sea. Close the door on reality. And all in what we see. All in all, you and me. All in what we see. All in all, you and me.
Woohoo!
That's it, thank you.
First track today. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more, and a few things on the album, a few things off the album and stuff. And many thanks to everybody for listening tonight. So we were at General Foods probably for the last time because we had got another location to film. And while he's mucking about, I'll film myself as well. And yeah, so he's on the microphone and things, and doing a bit more vlogging in between. And just got a new battery as well, second backup, which I bought just in case it runs out, and got a memory card coming, so more filming. Right, so which next album track did you want me to play?
I thought probably a track that I wrote called Strange Days Today. It's strange how I came about it. Originally I wrote the guitar and I couldn't think of any lyrics, so I got in contact with a fella on SoundCloud called Joe Harper, because I really liked his style of writing, and asked if he'd write some lyrics for the song. So I sent across the guitar work and he added the lyrics, and when I sang the lyrics I wasn't feeling it, so I basically scrapped down the track again. And I sat there one day, I was watching the news, and all that was on the news was, as usual, was depressing stuff. Wars, religion wars, and money and debt, blah blah blah. And I sort of put the lyrics together for this song, and it's called Strange Days Today. And it's another track that's obviously been produced by Gabriel Vanille over in America. And yeah, we had great fun on this. It's sort of a bit of a Dawsey effect in the middle, but yeah, it's my little message out to the world, basically saying it's just everything's not right, you know.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a strange one. He wrote these lyrics for me, and when I was singing them, I wasn't feeling them, you know. So I stripped the track down and I drank a bottle of whiskey and fucking come up with this. The hell, the whiskey, you know.
The naked Jonny Cooke, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, whiskey's my friend, but today it's Foster's.
Yeah, but sponsored by beer. And a suitcase in shop.
a fear of controlling her flowers placed in her hands. She prays to the angels to read out her angles, her for the promised land. She rides in vain. She has a pain. Oh, vanish from violence, blood stops to drain from her veins. Fear not knowing, heart stops growing, twisted excitement and pain. She rides in vain. She
Whoa!
Thank you.
Alright, a bit closer to the mic now because I was on the other side of the room basically. But that was I'm putting the film myself as well, so go a quick chat, so flipping the microphone either way, the camera, so it's like a bit of vlog thing. That was, what was that?
She.
Yeah,
it's a song called She. It's I was watching a program on CBS Reality, and it was basically about a fellow with a camera. He was fed up with prostitution in his neighbourhood.
Yeah.
Basically what he'd do, he'd go around recording all the ongoings and send it off to the police, basically being a grass, you know. And but what he started doing was interviewing the prostitutes and basically asking them questions why they were doing it. And the stories were just so interesting, and it was like, you know, a lot of them were forced into it. They had kids, they needed money, and it was really weird trying to explain it all, but it was sort of really sad in a way. You know, you've got people like that in life selling their bodies just to get by.
Yeah.
And that's basically what the song She's about, you know, and it's all down to this fella, and I think he took an understanding to it all afterwards, but I think his main problem was that there was prostitution going on about where his kids were playing in the park, you know, which is right, you know, kids don't need to see that sort of thing in life, so. But yeah, that's She. That's the ins and outs of it and how it came about, yeah.
Well, this is DJ Readman Musical Radio. We're with Jonny Cooke, all the way from Ireland. Obviously, you're not Irish. You're a bit from Milton Keynes originally, aren't you?
Yeah, I only went to the shops and ended up in Ireland.
In the middle of nowhere, in a little cottage.
Fucking how many years? I don't know. Yeah, I've been there about 12 going on 13 years. I moved over there. I went over for a friend's christening. He had a little boy called Callan, and I went over for the christening.
Yeah.
Had such a fantastic weekend, and then a month later, I packed my bags and moved over. You know.
Cool.
I've been there since, and about a year and a half since I was back there. Obviously, I met my wife Caroline, and we've been together now for about 12 years. 3 kids, all nutcases. 9-year-old, 11-year-old, and we've got nearly a year-old baby as well, Kyle, Ethan, and Dylan. Yeah, life's good. You know, we've got a nice house in Ireland, so things are great. You know.
Start on the Waltons family.
Pardon?
Start on the Waltons family.
Yeah, we're not far off it, mate.
Of course, it's obviously playing like good acoustic writing and stuff. You're a writer, and you obviously perform very well in front of a mic and things. Obviously, you got a new album, Strange Days, which is what it's all about. And Gabriel from America, you've been working with him. Obviously, you write about either national stuff or what's going on, or in personal life. A lot of people do write things about a lot of daily life stuff. What got you actually started writing stuff in the first place? Obviously, people just think about this. Not many people pick up the guitar and stuff, but what made you pick up the guitar in the first place and start writing stuff?
Bloody good question there, mate. Prepare for that, wee.
Yeah.
I've always been mad into music. I remember since I was a kid. My mum used to have Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts, the album on vinyl. And I remember when I was a kid, I used to play it to death, and I think they're replacing the needles every month. I played it that much. But I love the sound of the Beatles, so I sort of grew up following their music and going back to all their back catalogue and listening to the stuff that they wrote. And it sort of set me on the way. And I'm into all types of genre of music, really. Obviously, I like Small Faces, another great band from the 60s and 70s. Kinks, you got The Jam, Paul Weller on his own. But in the 90s, I've always been mad into singing. I was always in the choir at school, and I've always enjoyed singing, and sort of the feeling you get when you're singing. It's like a certain point of release. A lot of people probably tell you I'm not very good at expressing my feelings all the time, So I tend to put it in a song, but the 90s hit, and I was mad into obviously dance music, going up to Dreamscapes and things like that in the Sanctuary. But then the Britpop era kicked in. You had the likes of Happy Mondays, Stone Roses, Pulp, Manic Street Preachers, Charlatans, Oasis, and everyone I hanged around with were all into that type of music, and that's when I sort of got a feel for it. And I played once in a few pubs with a fella called Nick. He played the guitar and I'd done the singing. And I thought, I'm going to learn a guitar. So I bought a guitar, and it's just a cheap Yamaha. I think it was about 80 quid, I think. The sound was alright, we had to keep tuning it every 5 seconds, just to keep the notes in. And I just got a feel, I sort of connected with it. I'm not the greatest guitar player, and I openly admit that, I play what I play, and I get by with it, And I sort of started off trying to learn all these complicated chords and going up and down the neck, and I just couldn't do it, so I kept to easy chords. And the way I look at it, some of the best songs are written with 3 or 4 chords, so I stuck to that structure, and it's weird. I sit there one day and I tend to get a bit, if I'm seeing something or I hear something that really annoys me, say something on the news, that I then sort of tend to pick up a guitar and I write a song, and it's strange how it comes about, but it's the feeling I get. Probably any other songwriter out there would probably say the same, there's no sort of method in how I write the song. I start playing a few chords and make a little bit of a riff, and the next minute a few lyrics come in my head, and it's just I'm sort of challenging myself within as well. It's hard to explain, but that's one of the reasons why I became writing songs and playing the guitar, was basically from the amount of music I've listened to and the feeling I get from it as well. It's cool. It's cool.
And also a lot, like I was just speaking before, when I had a few drinks in the bar.
Had one beer now.
Always do. Like I was saying before, when you first pick up a guitar, like I did, you pick up tracks And what was the first thing you actually picked up on the guitar other than writing your own music?
The first thing I learned to play was Bob Marley's Redemption song.
Nice.
I just love that dum 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 dum, and then it was such an easy song to learn. It's like G, C, D, and I think there's a D suspended thrown in here and there. But that was the first song I learned to play. And at the time as well, Oasis were a big band, and I liked some of his songs. Noel Gallagher wrote some really, really great songs in the 90s. So she's song I'm playing a bit later called "Do You Want to Be a Spaceman?"
Yeah.
I just love the sound he created on it and the songwriting in it, and it's one of them songs where it's like, you're all grown up now, but you're looking back on your life, what we could have been. Do you remember when we were kids we wanted to do this, we wanted to fly off buildings, be Superman, be that, and it's just one of them songs that sort of reminisce with the recent periods in your life, I suppose. It's sort of.
So I'm going to play another studio track now. What's the best track compared to or say your influence, I guess, like what you just mentioned. What's the nearest within the album tracks you actually influenced from another band that you just made you into your own?
Probably John Lennon's Working Class Hero.
Yeah.
Basically, John Lennon, he explains the life of growing up, basically what we are, in more or less in words, which is not mentioned in the track, is that we're slaves to society. You're born, you go to school, you're moulded into this individual that you've got to work for the rest of your life, and this is life,
Yeah.
This is life. Forget how you want to run it, this is how you need to run it,
Yeah.
It's just a system. And I wrote a track called I Want to Shine, and it is sort of based around the idea on John Lennon's song Working Class Hero.
Cool.
Sort of my interpretation of what's going on at the moment, And,
Yeah.
I'd never make a difference in this world, I'm just
Yeah.
one person, but I'd love to make a difference, There's just too much going on in this world, and it's, we're complete slaves in the mind,
Yeah.
It's scary days, and there's too much going on when you're thinking, why? Why does it go on?
Yeah.
There's starvation in Africa. It's been going on for how many years? 50, 60 years, donating.
Yeah.
And there's still starvation in
Yeah.
Africa. There's wars going on. Why?
Yeah.
Down to religion. Why? But in the Bible it says, "Thou shalt not kill." They're out there killing.
Yeah.
I like to question things like that.
Yeah.
Why is it happening? At the end of the day, it's the rich controlling the poor.
Yeah.
But that's my rant over with.
Well,
it means nothing.
what's the track?
We're playing another track
Yeah.
now, are we?
Yeah. Well, because was it Audio Show what you just said on there?
Yeah, there's a track I wrote called Circling Our Dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can play that next.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's an exciting song. I've done two versions. The album version is just me.
Yeah.
But I've done another version which I uploaded on SoundCloud. I've got a really great songwriter from New Zealand actually called Steph Casey.
Yeah.
And absolutely fantastic. If you ever get the chance and listen to SoundCloud, go and listen to Steph Casey. She's really good. And I managed to get her vocals involved on the SoundCloud version. But on the album version, me and Gabe decided just to put my vocals on it.
Cool.
But yeah, Circling Our Dreams. Piano riff, and I added some vocals to it, but nothing sort of went with it, so I really liked the song, and I basically put it to a guitar. So this is Summer Breeze. I'm laying here awake, gently on my side, thinking of the days gone by, why I had to hide. It's hard to speak to you, tell you what's inside. These feelings grow and grow, and I wanna hide my pride. If I could change a thing, be my point of view, go back the early days from when it felt brand new. I'm
Just at the guitar end there. I don't like cutting off. You can always tell the end of the track. Like, yeah.
Good job I hit the chord right anyway.
That was Jonny Cooke and the acoustic performance. I'd say some stuff will be on the album, some stuff not. We're just like having a bit of fun here with a few beers and wandering around. Yeah, I'll put myself on the camera. This is DJ Readman Musical Radio, and on Saturday afternoon at General Food Social Club. This is the last time we'll be here because we've got a new location, a bit warmer for the winter months.
You think, Paul, you've got a drinking problem. I come here, mate, with a bottle of Coke, and now I'm on the bleeding beer. And
Indeed.
Yeah, I met Simon Dwight through SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And I met up with him in Milton Keynes one day. We had a few beers, and he introduced me to Gabe. He said, "You need to get in contact with this fella. He's absolutely all right, you know." And I got chatting with Gabe, had a few Skype calls, and we're on the same sort of wavelength, you know, which is, I think, where you need to be in music, you know. If you're not on the same wavelength as someone, walk away, you know. Yeah, I sent him a few demos I had, and the first song he done was Sun in the Morning, and he actually done a great remix on it, so I was really impressed, and we sort of took it from there, you know. And yeah, it was Gabe sort of pushing, yeah, we need to do this, and we had so many songs that we put them on an album, and I wrote a few new ones for the album as well, like Circling Our Dreams. And that's sort of how it took the process, you know. But yeah, I think it's, you know, bigging myself up. It's a good album, you know, especially for someone who's, I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm on my own doing music, you know. I don't collaborate with other people in the area. It just tends to be through SoundCloud. But yeah, that's basically it, you know. When you're down on your feet, and you lost the rhythm to your beat. Intuition bites its way, indecision seems to fade. Slide away. Intuition seems to fade. Righteous woman, please, you got me down on my knees. I'm like a rolling stone, nowhere to run home. What I see, what I need. Righteous woman, please, you got me down on my knees. I'm like a rolling stone, nowhere to run home, nowhere to run home. Ambition slides away, intuition seems to fade. Righteous woman, please, you got me down on my knees. I'm like a rolling stone, nowhere to run home. What I see, what I need. home, nowhere to run. Home.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Carry on, sir.
Carry on, sir.
Carry on.
Carry on. Trying to think of a song I'm gonna do. This is it's a demo song I'm working on. I've not come up with a title yet, but I'm gonna give it a blast. See how
Cool.
it goes down. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Right now, stories to tell. Drag me from the corners of hell. Lay me down on my side. Me and you, we're confined. Oh, I carry you over the roads. Petals fall in the wintry cold. Lay me down on my side. Me and you, we're confined. Oh, and you, and you're me. It's amazing, it's a life I wanted to lead. Me and you together in the stars that we see. Oh, whoa, 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 and you, and you're me. It's amazing, it's a life I wanted to lead. Me and you together in the stars that we see. It's amazing, it's a life I wanted to lead. Me and you together in the stars that we see. Me and you together in the stars that we see. Me and you together in the stars that we see.
Woohoo! Cool stuff.
Thank you. Just a demo song. Hopefully I'll do something with it. What you thinking? What you dreaming today? Your mind swaying in an unusual way. And I'm no sinner, I'm no preacher, but I speak. My conclusion, there's no profits in peace. And I was dreaming today in the most peculiar way. ask no questions, and I'll tell you no lies. And there's no feelings blowing flames in my sky. And I'm no sinner, and I'm no preacher, but I speak my conclusion. There's no profit in peace. And I was dreaming today in the most peculiar way. What you think about me now? There's a storm in my cloud. What you think about me now? Strange days today. Strange days today. Strange days today. Let me tell you now where I begin. And all these songs inside are deep within. And every part of me is run away. And all these little things let me stay. I've never fallen apart. I've never fallen apart. Let me tell you now how I feel. And let me tell you now, this is real. My heart is different in many ways. And all these little things give me days. I've never fallen apart. I've never fallen apart. Let me tell you now, when skies go grey, that the rain will do darker days. And all these choices now we have to make. Just close your mind today and you'll escape. I've never fallen apart. I've never fallen apart. Sorry about that, I missed the lyric.
Never mind.
Do you wanna be a spaceman in the sky? I've seen your face round since I was a kid, bringing back those memories of the things that we did. Hanging around, climbing trees, pretending to fly. Do you wanna be a spaceman, live in the sky? You got it, how many bills to pay and how many kids, and you've forgotten the things that we did. It's how well we're living has made you a man, and all of your dreams are washed away in the sand. And it's alright, who are you and me just forget about life in this town. It's funny how your dreams change as you're growing old. Don't wanna be no spaceman, you just wanna go. And all the dream stealers are lying in wait. But if you wanna be a spaceman, it's still not too late. And it's alright, it's alright. Who are you and me? Right, I was right. You still feel like me. Sit down here and we should sing. We can talk if I come around. We can just forget about feeling down. We can just forget about life in this town.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. This is DJ Readman on Musical Radio, and we are with Jonny Cooke from Ireland, originally from Milton Keynes, and doing loads of acoustic. So, what have you next?
I suppose next, I like a song by Green Day called Good Riddance.
Yeah.
So I'll give that a whack. It's a song I like. I've been a big fan of Green Day for years. Dookie and Kaplunk, and this Basket Case single, and yeah, they're just one of them fun American bands. And once again, there's simple chords which I love.
Cool.
So this is called Good Riddance.
Dig it away.
Should have ended on that song, really, shouldn't I?
Yes, indeed.
That's one day. Shining down in my mind, I have a fear of passion falling out of time. I am the light, I shine in your mind. I am the light, I shine in your mind. Now in the stream and lights on and on. Lights on and on. I have a dream now falling down in my sleep. I have a fear of vision and it's mine to keep. I see a light shining down in my mind. Now this passion's turned to fear, and I'm out of time. I have a light shining on mine. I have a light shining on mine.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun. That was on Radio Roger with a couple of hours of general food. Was the last one. I've had a few beers. Pretty fun. Jonny Cooke has survived, and we're about to go out and pack up.